I had to start my Amazon FBA journey all over again, then here's exactly what I would do. After running a successful Amazon FBA business for years and helping countless people get started, I've learned what works, what doesn't, and what I wish I knew from day one. Looking back, I wasted so much time and money on mistakes that were easily avoidable. I remember getting that first shipment ready, boxes piled up in the living room, printer jamming with labels, bottles leaking, and then realising I was sending the wrong items to the wrong places. The good news, you don't have to go through that painful learning curve. In this video, I'll take you through the exact steps that I would take if I was starting my Amazon FBA business again today. Whether you've got £500 or £5,000 to start, I'll show you the most efficient path to building a profitable Amazon FBA business in the UK marketplace. Let's break down exactly what I would do step by step. First things first, I would choose online arbitrage as my business model. When I started, I dabbled in retail arbitrage, spending hours wandering around shops, scanning thousands of barcodes. While that works for some people, I realised that online arbitrage was far more scalable and can be done from anywhere. Plus, I didn't have to waste petrol driving around the country. For those who aren't familiar, online arbitrage is simply buying products from online retailers and selling them on Amazon for a profit. It's like retail arbitrage, but from the comfort of your own sofa. If I was starting today with a limited budget, here's my exact game plan. Step 1. I'd set up an Amazon seller account properly from day one. This means choosing the professional account straight away. Yes, it's £30 a month, but it removes that 90p per item fee that starts to really build up once you start selling more than 34 items a month. Plus, you need a professional account to access important tools and features. I made sure everything was set up correctly, either a sole trader or a limited company. I'd get a separate bank account, and doing all this very early saves massive headaches later on. Step 2, I'd invest in the proper tools immediately. When I first started, I tried to get by not using the proper softwares. This was a huge mistake and actually cost me hundreds, if not thousands, in missed opportunities and inefficiencies. The tools I would get from day one are Keeper for price history and sales rank tracking, SellerAmp for product research and profit calculation, and Ascent Repricer for automatic repricing. These tools might seem expensive when you're starting out, but they pay for themselves almost immediately. For example, a good repricer can increase your sales by 20 to 50% by making sure that you're always priced competitively to win the buy box. Ascent Repricer also has the ability to raise the listing price, so it's actually gaining you more profit. So really, it's a no-brainer. Step 3, I would start sourcing smarter, not harder. Instead of randomly browsing online stores hoping to find a good deal, I'd use storefront sourcing techniques from day one. I'd find successful Amazon sellers that are clearly doing online arbitrage, and I'd analyse the products that they're selling. I'd then try to find those products or similar products at online retailers. You can spot these sellers because they have a wide variety of brands and types of products in their store. This is much more efficient than trying to start from scratch. A lot of people don't like this method, but I've found when used correctly and strategically, it can really pay off. I'd also focus on a few key retailers rather than trying to look through dozens of websites. In the UK, I'd start with Argos, B&M, The Works, The Entertainer, Home Bargains, Smith's Toys, Boots. These retailers frequently have clearance items and sales, which can provide you with products to be sold on Amazon for a profit. By focusing on just a few retailers, you quickly learn their patterns. When they have sales, what kind of products give you the best margins, and how to efficiently navigate their websites. The only caveat I'd add here is to be careful with order quantities. These are common popular websites, so other sellers will find these products. Step 4, I would set strict buying criteria and stick to it religiously. This was another mistake I made earlier, buying with my gut rather than what the data told me. My buying criteria would be a minimum of 30% ROI, Sales ranked better than 50,000 in their main category, at least 20 sales per month. A price history with stability with no wild fluctuations. Limited competition compared to sales per month. No intellectual property concerns. By sticking to these criteria, I'd ensure my inventory moves quickly and profitably, keeping cash flow healthy. Step 5. I'd set up a proper inventory management system from the start. When I began, I had spreadsheets everywhere, and I was continuously losing track of what I'd ordered. What was in transit, what was in the prep centre, what was in my spare room, and what was in Amazon's warehouse. Today, I'd use inventory management such as Seller Toolkit right from the beginning. This tool helps you track your inventory and stays on top of your profit and loss. Whilst it's not an accounting software, it's a very, very good starter point. I'd also create a simple and effective labeling and prepping station at home. Just a small table with a label printer, some poly bags, some bubble wrap, and a clear workflow. This makes the physical side of the business much more efficient and reduces the chances of drowning under boxes. Step 6. I would hire help early on. If I was starting over, I'd hire a VA almost immediately. A good VA can handle product research and menial admin tasks. In the UK, you can find excellent VAs from the Philippines that work for £3 an hour. Even hiring someone for just 10 hours a week can free up enough of your time so that you can concentrate on scaling the business. Step 7. I would focus on reinvestment rather than taking profits too early. This is crucial for scaling quickly. In the early days, I'd reinvest 100% of my profits back into reinvesting in more stock. This compounding effect is powerful. If you start with £1,000 and you make 30 to 40% ROI each month while reinvesting those profits, you can grow very quickly. Step 8. I would diversify my product categories from the beginning. When I started, I focused too much on toys because frankly, I didn't have much imagination. But when toy season finished, my sales obviously dropped. If I was starting again, I'd make sure that I was selling across 4 or 5 different categories as quickly as possible. Categories like beauty, health and personal care, groceries, supplements, and office supplies. This provides a much more stable income throughout the year. Step 9. I would start building systems and processes immediately. This means documenting exactly how I sourced products, how I prep and ship them, how I handle customer service issues, and so on. Having clear systems early on makes it much easier to outsource those tasks at a later date. It also makes the business far less dependent on you personally, which is crucial if you ever want to take time off or maybe even sell the business. Step 10. Finally, I would focus on cash flow management from day one. Amazon pays automatically every 2 weeks, but I highly recommend that you request daily payouts. If you don't do this, it can cause real cash flow issues. I'd create a separate bank account and credit card immediately, and I'd track all expenses meticulously. I'd also be much more strategic when I buy inventory. Now let's talk about some common mistakes that I would definitely avoid. I wouldn't try and compete with sellers that dominate the buy box. There's too much of a lottery about whether you're actually going to be able to sell those products. And this is especially the case when you're a new seller. I wouldn't buy huge quantities of a product unless the data says otherwise. I'd concentrate on going wide over a lot of different products rather than going deep on a few products. I wouldn't ignore seasonal trends. Some products that sell really well in December are going to sell terribly in April. Make sure you're using Keeper to make sure you're buying the correct amount at the right time of year. I wouldn't neglect customer service. Even though Amazon handles most of the customer service interactions with FBA, you still need to monitor your account health and address issues promptly. Poor metrics can lead to account issues, which can be devastating. I wouldn't fall for gurus selling you the get-rich-quick schemes. The Amazon FBA space is full of people selling you overnight success. The reality is that building a successful Amazon FBA business takes time, effort, and consistent work. There are no shortcuts. So, if I were to sum up my approach of starting over, I'd focus on setting up solid foundations, investing in the right tools, using data-driven decision-making, creating systems that can scale, and playing the long game through consistent reinvestment. This business model isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about building a sustainable, profitable business that can eventually provide you with an incredible lifestyle and financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for some more Amazon FBA content. Drop your questions in the comments below. I love helping new sellers avoid making mistakes when starting out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.